5.5 acres in the heart of the northern Mississippi Flyway, with flooded marshes, submerged timber, swampy lowlands, surrounded by hardwood forest. Habitat ripe with potential for a hunter's paradise. Gaining access to the snake swamp was a dream come true, and this year I'm going to see just how far I can take it. I aim to make this place the holy grail. So let's get to work. Clearing brush, planting duck food, building blinds, tangling with Mother Nature, and overcoming obstacles. I got my work cut out for me. Follow along and see if I'll be piling up the limits or wallowing in defeat. As the old adage goes, go big or stay home. All right, fellas, we're here today for the first part of the micro duck hunting property DIY management series, and this is the snake swamp, guys. We are ready to go. Paddle up in here and ready to go. See, here's some birds up in there, so let's climb up in and figure out what we're gonna do. Not a day has gone by since I hunted this last year where I didn't think about how I could hunt it better, how I could access it better, how I could hide better, how I could do all of the above. I've been thinking about this all off season, and I'm ready to go on this management project. I'm gonna make this place into an awesome duck hunting mecca, you know. Not really, we're in Indiana still, but we're gonna do the darn best we can do with this project. So I'm gonna take you through today the plans for what we got going on here in the snake swamp. We're gonna go after it. I'm in here. It's springtime going into summer, so stay tuned, fellas. It's gonna be a good one. And ready to get to work. So I want to share with you guys some of the plan I got ready for this series. It's gonna be called Micro Duck Hunting Properties DIY Management. So that's what it is. This is the snake swamp. So first off, let's share a little plan from you know, a little back history and plan on what we got going. So last year was the first year I got permission on it. Got it the last week before season, just a few days before season. I went out, I scouted it one morning. I saw ducks in here, and we came out here, me and my brother-in-law, on the opening weekend. So we tried to get to this point right here. I tried to walk across. We couldn't. I almost sank to the bottom in my waders, and we hunted right up in that crap. We shot some birds. It could have been way better. That's not where we wanted to be, but literally it took us forever to find our way in this mess in the dark, and that's what happened. So this year I want to create way better access. Cut some paths, cut through all this crap, cut some access where we can get to on the sides, wherever we need to get in the canoes and all that. You guys saw how we got in here. We got a portage from the truck. I guess not a portage. We got to drag the kayaks, get them in the water, paddle up, portage across to the swamp, and then we are golden. But that takes a while, and it could be way easier. We're pulling over logs, all kinds of crap like that. So I'm going to make some paths through here to get some awesome access for getting in here. Step two, like I said, on that, we got in that junk, and it was just hard shooting, aiming up, birds coming in, they come to the left or the right, you can't get on them, they're swinging past. So what do we got to do? We got to have better hides when we're not standing in all this buck brush and all other kinds of crap. So that's the plan, getting some blinds up in here. And I've picked out 3 potential locations. The potential locations, this is one right here. You can kind of see we knocked down some brush right here, and it was decent, but you know, that takes away from your hide then. So that is option number 1. I'll show the other 2. They're back in there. This one's called the Till Turn. I don't know what I'm gonna call them yet. Till Turn. This is a cool little place. So getting some blinds built, getting some stuff ready to go on that, and then step 3, and I don't know what order this is going to happen in, is planting some food. I'm going to need to do it soon. I have no idea how it's going to grow in a swamp. I've been told it might not work great with all the duckweed that we already have on here. So we're going to have to find a place that doesn't have a lot of duckweed, and then other grasses growing around it. You could do some duck potato. We could do some arum. And hopefully this thing draws down a little bit, and on the edges in certain places, I can throw in some millet and have it naturally come up and give me some millet food as well. Would be awesome. So that's the plan we're gonna try that and get this thing all ready. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get to work. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys the other locations and what we're thinking about doing with them, and also let's get on with it. This is a little sketchy to paddle, not as sketchy in the summer or the late spring, because you fall in, you're not gonna freeze, but there's all these down logs just everywhere. So right now I'm just going over one. You feel a little sketchy, especially with a dog in there. So yeah, but I mean, guys, this is the coolest little location ever. It's a little swamp. It used to be connected to a river, I believe, and they dredged out the river for farming way back in the day. And this is the river. This is what used to be the river. I'm sure it used to flow pretty fast, and now it's just this stagnant. It's like a mega oxbow, just giant oxbow, because oxbows are usually like one bend. Well, this oxbow or swamp, whatever you want to call it, is like, let me just count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bends with some little pockets of slack, well, not slack water, everything's slack water in here, just little pockets that go off, kind of like the till turn. There's another one there at the wood duck point. So yeah, first off, let's get over to the mallard loaf. Hope these guys don't get any crazy ideas and decide they want to fight me. Alrighty, fellas, well, this is what I'm calling the mallard loaf. We did get on, there's a couple woodies going that way. We did get on a hunt where we were able to stand right here in the cattails under the buckbrush. Like I said, everywhere else, I mean, there's sand in here, but under the sand, it's just nothing. It just goes. So, but right here, this little section is always where the mallards are. So, there's the woodies. There's the geese, man. This place is gonna be loading up come season. So I just saw a couple green wings whip right through here. There they go. Oh, those were blue wings. Those are little blue wings, man. That's so cool. That's cool. I'm gonna leave them be. I don't know if they're nested somewhere by or what. So yeah, this would be another great place to try to see if we can't get something to grow up. I don't know if it's too deep or too grassy, but at least it's open. At least it's open right here. Might have a shot to get some additional food to grow up in this section. And you know, if I was gonna do a blind tier, I think this would be a perfect place for a little floating blind or something like that, where I can move it around, have a little bit of more control of it. Alright, fellas, well, this is where we had our best hunt in the snake swamp last year. Another pair of blue wings. Holy cow. And wood ducks, I believe. So this is where we had our best hunt from. Oh, there's a blue wing right there. Oh man, full plumage. Full plumage blue wing. Oh man, that's so cool. But this is where we had our best hunt of the snake swamp. We sat right in here and we had tons of trouble getting on the birds quick enough as they swang around the corner. So this is where I really want to make my first blind. I'm thinking somewhere in there, The water's up a little, it's gonna make it tough, but I really like this spot right here as a good option for having the blind. Oh, there's geese already trying to get back in here. But kind of reminds you guys of the hunt. We sat right up in there. We killed a bunch of teal. We killed some woodies. We killed a mallard. Awesome little hunt. Should have been a limit 10 times out of 10, but just being in such thick vegetation was our biggest problem. So what we're gonna do is put a blind right up on this corner. I think we get birds coming in through this corridor or through that right here, this little section of slow water. We see all the feathers, they like it right now. So yeah, right here, wood duck point. Now these guys don't look like they want to leave. Okay. I was about to forfeit the high ground. Alrighty fellas, thanks for tuning in for the first episode of the duck management series here at the Snake Swamp. I'm super excited to get started. Got tons of work to get done, tons of stuff to learn, tons of things to get going on, working on, and season will be here before we know it, and my plan is to get this thing freaking awesome. So that's all we got for today. Hit that sub button. You want to see the rest of the series. That's all we got for today, guys. I'm Jordan, Duck and Chronicles, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go.